Hi guys, welcome to your toning and strengthening series. Yoga makes you super strong anyway, but we can always improve and tone our bodies more to make our regular practice more comfortable. Strengthening your bodies, strengthening the house which you live in. Today we are working on strengthening our legs. Long and strong, graceful and controlled. So when we're ready, we will get started. So we are starting laying down today. So when you're ready, make your way down onto your mat or anywhere that is comfortable. Our spine is long. We're going to start working on our right leg. So we're bending our right knee in towards our chest. We're wrapping our hands around the leg from behind the thigh. We're hooking the leg in close. We are keeping our tailbone grounded. All we are doing is flexing through the foot as we extend the leg out straight and bend the knee back in towards the chest. So as we do this, we want to keep our tailbone grounded to keep the muscles in the back of our leg long. We want to flex through the foot at all times to keep the leg working and active. It just makes the move a little bit harder for ourselves. We want to get the leg as straight as we can as we extend away. And then from here, if you want to make it a little bit more difficult for yourself, then we're adding more resistance with the hands as we pull the knee in close, and we're trying to keep the leg as close to the chest as we can as we extend out through the leg. But we do want to get the leg straight, so in order of importance, it's 1, tailbone is grounded, 2, flexing through the foot at all times, 3, getting the leg as straight as you can, and then we are working to bring the leg closer towards the face. Strengthening and lengthening. Remember to keep breathing. Next time your leg is out straight, we are holding there. You might want to slide your hands further up the leg, getting the stretch around the back of the leg. And we are going to flex and point into the ankle joint while we are here, preparing our body for what's to come later. Working through your ankles. Well, ankle. And releasing back down. Let's do exactly the same on the other side. So bending in the left leg this time, we're clasping behind the thigh, hooking the leg in close and repeating exactly what we did on the other leg. So tailbone is grounded, flexing through your foot, extending your leg out straight, bending the knee back in, adding that resistance if you want it from behind your thigh. Lengthening out through the back of the leg, but working the muscles in your thigh. You are in control of how hard you work here, activating the muscles as we extend, resisting with the hands, bending the knee back in. Next time the leg is out straight, we're going to slide our hands further up the leg if you want to, feeling the stretch in the back of the leg, working through the ankle joint on the left foot, so flexing and pointing through the foot, through the toes. Releasing your leg. Moving on now, we are going to bring our hands just underneath our tailbone as we extend our legs up to the sky. We're going to take our legs out wide, flexing into the feet, and then bringing our legs back up to the top into our narrow pike. So we're just going to work from one to the other, taking your legs out wide, bringing your legs back up to the top, keeping your legs straight, drawing your belly button in towards your spine. And as we take our legs out and back in, we can make our legs work harder by flexing and pointing through the feet. You can keep your hands where they are, or if you want to make it slightly harder for yourself and you're okay through your shoulders, then you can bring your arms up and overhead to the floor behind, allowing your palms to turn up towards the sky. We can speed this up a fraction, going as fast or as slow as you are comfortable with. If your ankles start to get tired, Then just take your legs out and in. Don't worry about the ankles. Working your inner and outer thighs and stretching your hips at the same time. Perfect. And releasing, hooking your knees in towards the chest so we can roll ourselves up to sitting, rolling ourselves over, stretching out with a quick downward dog, but we're going to pedal through our heels, loosening off through the legs, stretching out through the calf muscles, working through your ankles. From here, we are coming into a high lunge. So we are lunging through with our left leg. We're pushing away into our back heel, trying to get the leg as straight as possible. If it's too much, then drop your right knee back down to the ground. Otherwise, you're finding yourself in a fairly stable position, drawing your belly button in as we come up into our crescent lunge, extending your arms up to the sky as we lift our chest, tucking your tailbone under, long through your spine. Still pushing into your back heel, we want our front knee to be over our ankle to support our joints. We're keeping our lower body still, but we're adding a twist with our arms and our chest. So taking a look over to the left side, we're going to drop our right arm down in front and our left arm extending away behind in line with your shoulders. Coming back up through center, twisting around the other way, changing your arms over. The twist is coming from your waist and above. If you want to take the twist through your neck as well, then look at your back hand as we twist around. We inhale as we lift our arms up through center. Exhale as we twist around to one side. Last time on this side. Releasing your fingertips down to the ground into our high lunge. So our next move, we are staying in our high lunge to begin with. Our toes are curled under as we drop our right knee down to the ground and extending back out through the heel. So dropping the knee down, pushing into the back heel, getting the leg straight, tapping the knee down, pushing into the heel. So our weight is over the front leg, but we are extending into the back heel, working our right thigh and getting a stretch in the hip flexor at the right side at the same time. We are keeping our chest low and our fingertips down to start off with. Lengthening through your spine, keeping your neck in neutral. We are still breathing. So you can repeat this if you like, or we can lift ourselves up a little bit higher. So we're going to bring our hands to our left knee, pushing off the left knee to lift up the chest, and then repeating the exact same move with the leg, pushing into the heel and dropping the knee down. We want to keep our body as still as possible. So if you imagine you're in a very small box, we do not want to touch the top of the box because it's got laser beams on and that would really hurt. And we've done our hair pretty nice today, so we want to keep it that way. So pushing into your back heel, keeping your body low. Trying to get the leg as straight as you can. Working our core strength as well, our balance. And releasing forwards. Changing sides. Lunging through with the right leg this time. Starting in our high lunge. Lifting your hands off the ground, lifting up your chest, coming into your crescent lunge, extending up through the arms, long through the spine, tailbone tucked under, pushing into your back heel. Coming back to our twist, so twisting around to the right side to begin with, left hand comes forwards, right arm comes back, and changing sides. So the aim is to keep your hips, your lower body as still as you can. We are isolating the lower body. And because we are twisting through the upper body, we are making our legs work harder. And because we are twisting, we're giving our body a little massage, our internal organs a nice massage as well. Inhaling through the center, exhaling, twisting around to the side, trying to get your arms in line with your shoulders. Releasing back down, fingertips are down, low through the front leg. We are dropping the back knee, the left knee down to the ground, pushing into the heel. So tapping the knee down, pushing through the heel. Very little weight is through the hands, our fingertips are down just to keep us stable, so we're not going to rock around anywhere. Long through our spine, relaxing our shoulders. Try not to drop your chin down towards your chest. Keep your gaze to the floor just in front of you. Staying here, or if you're ready, we can lift ourselves higher up. So hands onto our front knee, lifting up the body, pushing into the back heel, dropping the knee back down. Remember, we're back in our small box. We don't want our hair to get burned off with the laser beams. Releasing, stretching out one last time in a downward dog, having a little move around, loosening off the work from the legs. Before we go any further, let's just rest down in a child's pose. So big toes together, knees wide apart, stretching out through the arms, long through the spine as we lower our head down to the ground. Taking a few breaths here. When you're ready, let's lift ourselves up to standing. Pachow. So our part 2, we are still continuing working on our legs. We are standing, if you haven't guessed already. We're going to start in a crescent lunge, but with a variation this time. So it's just like a normal lunge, stepping our left foot forwards, our right foot back, dropping our knees down low, trying to get 2 90-degree angles. Our tailbone is tucked under, we are stretching up through our arms, long through our spine, relaxing our shoulders. Our front knee is over our ankle. Keeping your legs where they are, we're just going to tap one hand down to the ground at one side, hands up through center, dropping down to the other side. So stretching up through the middle, tapping down with the right hand to the right side. Left hand down to the left side. Belly button is drawn in towards our spine. Our hips are square towards the front of the mat. Engaging your mullah bandha, locking in your root muscles. On now, we're going to lift our arms up as we release the legs slightly, and then dropping back down into our lunge. So we extend our arms up, we inhale, releasing, exhale, sinking back down. If you want to make it harder, then we can lift up so we're on our tiptoes, the ball of our foot for both of our feet. Lifting up, working throughout all of the leg now. Activating more muscles, should I say. The move is exactly the same, lifting and lowering. Next time we're down in a lunge, we are just going to hold here with a little pulse, whether the front heel is lifted or not. Just pulsing up and down. our hips square, not releasing to the top. A slight break here now. We are going to extend forwards, hinging from our hips, keeping our arms by our ears. We've extended out into our back leg, so keeping the leg now straight as we push into the back heel. The heel does not have to be grounded. We're in a Warrior One variation, hinging from our hips, keeping our spine long, reaching forwards, lifting back up through center. So just like we did earlier, the legs are still and isolated as we tip and hinge from the hips. Watch me for the next move. So we are hinging forwards and we are going to fly through into our Warrior Three. Then we're tapping the heel back down, extending our arms up and lifting back up. So extending up with the arms, hinging forwards from the hips. We're lifting up the foot into Warrior Three, tapping the foot back down and releasing back up to the top. Our core is engaged. We're using the strength of our legs, the strength of our core, the strength of our glutes. Our hips want to be square to the front of the mat. Flying from Warrior Three back into our Warrior One. Releasing back up to the top, sinking back down into Warrior One. Floating back into Warrior Three. Next time we're here, we are just going to hold. Let's bring our hands down towards our hips, just helping with our balance. So with our standing leg, we're going to make it harder. We are bending and extending through the leg. Bending and extending. Bending and extending. 3 more times. 2 more times. Last time. And releasing. Well done, team. Give the leg a little power. Have a little shake out through the legs. Loosey-goosey. Now we do have to do both legs because otherwise we're just going to be walking around in circles until we do the other leg. So when we're ready, we will get going. Have a little dance off. Have a little loosen off. Remember, this is all fun, strengthening and lengthening. Don't take it too seriously. You've got this, guys. I believe in you. So let's go. Lunging forwards with the right leg this time, squaring your hips. Taking our lunge, bending through both knees, getting the 90-degree angles, extending up with your arms. Taking our tip down to one side, back up through center, over to the other side. So we're keeping our lower body as still as we can, not dropping the back knee down to the mat if we can help it. There's no need to rush the move. If it helps, you can work with your breath. We exhale, tapping down to the ground. Inhale, lifting back up through center. Trying to keep your breath slow and smooth. Remember to keep breathing. You don't have to reach down and touch the floor. If you have short arms, don't worry about it, as long as we're reaching in that direction. Releasing back up to the top, we inhale, exhale, sinking back down. So this is nice, we get a slight release at the top. Lunging back down, resetting our body. Remember that option to lift our front heel if you want to take it. We have to work our core a little bit harder. We're activating more muscles throughout the leg. Strong and long and lean and toned bodies. That's what we're working towards. Next time we're down, we are holding. Let's bring back our little pulses. Dropping the front heel back down if you need to, or we can keep it lifted. That is up to you. You can do what you like with your arms. I was just trying to distract myself. Dropping the front heel back down, coming into our warrior one, we are extending forwards with the arms hinging from the hips, lifting back up through center, hinging forwards, lifting back up to the top, keeping your legs low, your hips low. If you want to work with the breath, we exhale as we hinge forwards, inhale as we lift back up through center. Trying to keep your arms by your ears, stretching into your fingertips. Adding on now, if you remember, we hinge forwards, we lift up the back leg, floating into our warrior three. We drop the foot back down, lifting back up to warrior one, releasing back up to the top. So down to warrior one. Extending forwards, shifting the weight, lifting up into our warrior three. Placing the foot back down, extending your arms up to the sky, releasing back up to the top. Controlling every aspect of the move, there's no need to rush through it. The slower you go, the more control you are going to need, so the harder your body has to work. When we're in our warrior three, if you flex or point through the foot, then it's going to make it easier to hold up there because the muscles in your leg are engaged. One more time. Next time we are in our warrior three, let's hold there. Bringing our arms around, just bring them to your waist, to your hips for the moment as we bend through the right knee, extending through the leg. A little curtsy. Keep breathing. 3 more times. Last 2. Last 1. And releasing. Beautiful work, guys. You are all superstars. You are all amazing. That was hard work. But it's shorts weather, so we've got to work our legs. And of course Jessica was around for the filming, but she likes to be the camera woman sometimes, so here is the star. If you like seeing me, you like Jessica, don't forget to like, subscribe, so you don't miss any videos of me or Jess. Thanks for joining, guys. See you later. Stay safe. Have fun.